7 News welcomes community leaders to discuss what's impacting you. And today we welcome Chief Andy Penn of Arlington County Police. And we do want to start with a sad note announcement that was made just minutes ago. A line of duty death connected to the 9/11 attack on the Pentagon. Chief, thank you so much for joining us to share some information on this breaking news. What can you tell us about that, officer?
Yeah, I'm heartbroken to share the news. The line of duty passing of Corporal Barry Foust. Barry passed from cancer related to his response to the 9/11 attack at the Pentagon. Barry was actually the first person to see American Airlines Flight 77 appearing to crash, came up on the radio, and started the entire Arlington response to this tragic event. And he spent several days, weeks there helping with the security and recovery, and in June of 2025 was diagnosed with cancer related to his response to the Pentagon. Barry, like I said, had over 35 years of service. He chose a life of service. He was intentional about that because he wanted to make a difference. And, you know, his approach was, you know, to hold people that victimize others accountable, but to be there for people when they needed him. And that's for the community as well as other members of our agency. I mean, he was always there to help make each one of us better. And he lived a remarkable life. He was a remarkable police officer, a great human being, and he will be deeply missed. And, you know, always had a smile on his face and just wanted to make a difference. And, you know, it's just heartbreaking to lose him.
Well, our thoughts are with his wife and his daughter.
Thank you.
There's definitely in our thoughts as we consider all the service that he gave to the agency, and the fact that you said he retired and then came back.
He did. He spent over 32 years with us, and then he went to the Airports Authority for a couple years, and then he came back to continue serving this community and making a difference, which he did.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Chief.
Absolutely.
Let's talk a little bit now about the latest crime data that you were able to share with us from 2025. Crime is down in the county about 10.9%. What are some of the contributing factors to that, and how do you keep that pattern going?
So I definitely hope to keep it going. You know, the biggest drop in 2025 was in crimes against property. We saw marked decreases in almost every category, which goes from robbery to theft to vehicle theft to shoplifting. You know, really saw significant decreases there. In the prior year, we really saw increases in like retail theft and shoplifting. So throughout the year, we worked with business establishments. We had focused retail theft initiatives to try to, you know, help combat this and slow it down. And so we're happy to see the trend moving down, but the work's not done. We're going to continue to really be focused about continuing to bring all types of crime down where we can.
And I know May 19th, earlier this month, there was a series of car break-ins. I believe it was the 3400 block of Potomac Avenue. What are officers doing to address these types of property crimes, and what can people do to prevent themselves from becoming victims?
Sure. So there was about 16 vehicles broken into. The windows were smashed, a lot of personal belongings stolen, some tires were stolen. So, you know, unfortunately, we see an increase in this type of crime often in the warmer months, and this is local and regional, this occurs. So really, I think the best tips I can give is take your valuables out of your vehicle. Please lock your cars. And, you know, we have a 9 p.m. routine, which I would encourage people to do. Set a reminder on your phone. When it goes off at 9, make sure your cars are locked, the valuables are out of your car, your house is locked, garage is locked. You know, the more we make it more difficult, I think we can continue to drive these numbers down, but it's going to take all of us working together.
And I know earlier this month, the police department announced an arrest in an attempted abduction that had happened in Pentagon City. Is there an update on that case that you can share?
Sure, that happened as the female victim was walking into a bathroom at Nordstrom's, and the male suspect comes up behind her, grabs her, tries to push her in the bathroom. Fortunately, she's able to break free and summon some help, and we were given a good description. Officers located this person nearby, stopped him, and arrested him. And we were intentional about putting this out to the community, and we did learn another person came forward who had also been victimized earlier in May in the 3500 block of 10th Street. 3200 block of 10th Street.
And they believe the crimes are connected to the same suspect?
We do. We've actually charged him in both instances, so we continue to ask if other people had encounters with this person, please reach out to us.
Okay, and finally, I know the police department released a composite image of a man who was found dead in 2024, I believe, in an abandoned property. This is fascinating. You haven't been able to get any good leads in this case. We're showing those composite sketches there.
Yeah, this was in February 2024. It had been a house that was vacant for some time, but it was sold and was going to be torn down, and human remains were found. And our investigators have followed every lead they can. And at this point, we don't think there's foul play, but we need to know who this person was for a couple reasons. One, we want to let the person's family know.
Right.
And also to finish our investigation to make sure we're ruling out foul play. So if anybody recognizes the photo, the FBI helped us with the composite drawing. Please call us at 228-4180.
Well, thank you so much, Chief Penn, for coming in and sharing an update on many cases that you're working on. We appreciate your time today.
Thanks for